He even wore a fucking Sancho Claus outfit. Can you believe this guy?
Happy holidays. Merry, Feliz, Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah. It's the Gym Crashers with me, Joey the Bull, and Dondo. What's up, brother?
You know, just coming off the weekend.
I see you choking, huh?
Living large.
Love the hat.
Thank you. You know it.
Do you know it?
Anyways.
So what's going on, man? I mean, how was your crazy holiday? Well, not the holiday, but I'm
It was a
pretty
pre-holiday function, right?
Yeah, I mean, weekend was crazy. Malls were crowded. People were fighting to get that last sale to buy the last-minute Christmas gift.
We call it the Our Life CBD Yacht Cruise of the Newport Harbor because we brought out some sponsored fighters, had a good old time.
Yeah.
Took out the SS Dondo.
Sweet.
Checked out the lights. There's a volcano out there. We had Robert on there tipping the boat. It was freaking fun as hell. You know? I don't think I'm going to be able to keep people off the boat next year because people have been bugging me all day about, you know, even Joey. Where was my invite? But you were invited, just so you know.
I didn't see my name on the list, so
just
don't even go there. I can
show
you. I can show proof.
You could just show up. Anyways, but it was fun, and you see some stuff out there you don't normally see, and we drink things we don't normally drink, but we did it.
Did anybody throw up?
You know what? I'm a very good host in that during the Christmas harbor thing, we just cruise the harbor, and there's almost no wakes and no issue with that kind of thing. For a moment, I took them out past the breakwater, just a moment, and it did get pretty rough. We could have capsized the boat because the storm was coming.
Oh, really?
So I turned it around pretty quick. But yeah, people will get sick if that's the case, and that doesn't take any time at all. But no, we're cool.
Well, the biggest storm I overcame this weekend is going to South Coast Plaza on a Sunday.
What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, fortunately, we got parking right away because, you know, I valet my shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't give a crap. You park my little Prius among the Lamborghinis and the Ferraris, park it right there. And enjoyed them all, you know, and they had a great little French restaurant that was there for a while. They closed it down for remodeling. It's kind of down the ways where Louis Vuitton's at. It's down the ways right there. Nice little French little spot, you know, near Macy's, and enjoyed lunch and, you know, bought my wife. It was her shopping spree. So I told her, hey, babe, this is how much I got for you. Let's give it hell. And so she got some cool shit.
Did you wear the Sancho Claus outfit?
Oh, no, man. I was just dressed up, you know, like
guy.
my Versace Tiger shirt, you know.
Versace.
You know, that's the way I do it.
Robert's got a nice picture. Check that out. There it is. We got Vince Pichel from Hell. We got Carla Esparza. We got 10 Planet's own home mom at headquarters, Donna Gonzalez, and then husband John Gonzalez. Only one Gonzalez for him. And the Dark Knight known as Sean Lerma, Our Life CBD.
I thought that was Adam Woods back there.
Well, you know, he does resemble the Woods color, but not quite the Woods in that picture. And then Dondo up front, always taking up the camera shot when he can because Robert does that for me. What a nice guy. Put some nice lighting on me. Put some makeup on me at that moment. Made me look good. Covered up my pimples, not my dimples.
Awesome.
It was good, though. It was fun. No,
Yeah.
Good people. And Vince Pichel is a freaking character. So funny. Look at that. Last week, in case you missed it, that would be Ben Jones in House with me and Woods. And you were here too, Joey.
Yeah, no, Ben Woods. Ben
Jones.
Jones. Ben Woods. Ben Jones.
He's going to give you one of these.
No shit. I'm not surprised he's not here. No, honestly, Ben Jones, great guy, great interview. I mean, I'm pretty sure
cool?
we're gonna invite this guy over because he can go nonstop and talk and give us the greatest stories ever about himself and his fighter and what he represents and what he's all about. I mean, 5 days of straight training. That's what he believes in, which I believe in myself too. If I had the capability to have a nice gym that was down the street from me where I can train. I mean, there's not too many gyms out where I live. They're just way too expensive because it's unfortunately Lake Forest, Rancho Santa Margarita, Mission Viejo. So they'll charge you an arm and a leg.
Are you making excuses, Joe?
I'm not making excuses. You all too far from me. If I was up the street from this place, I'll be here every day.
He's here all the time.
I'll be here every day.
I bet if there was pizza just, you know, a little further than where the gym was, you'd make it to the
Hell
pizza.
no, man. I'm telling you, I'll be here every day. Honestly, if this gym was close to my pad, I'll be here every day.
Joey, when we're here, we're going to have to start hitting mitts and doing our thing and making you work because we're here anyways.
Well, I mean, you don't want to hold the mitts, man. Your hands
No,
will be
I
hurting.
got you. No,
your hands will be hurting. You need some ice the rest of the day.
No, my hands.
I'm
My
talking
hands
about the
are
man
nice
that
and
almost
used
fought
up.
Mike Tyson. You know.
I did. I know the story, but I don't know.
Old news.
I don't know anything about that, but it's all
Old news.
good.
Old news.
That's right.
But we got Sean in the house. Hey, Sean, you want to get that mic real quick?
Sean got a microphone. You got to turn the mic on too, Sean. It's got to be the on button. No, he's got two. He got two. We don't want to miss you, Hoberch. Hit the on button, Sean.
It's on.
So how you been, man? How was a nice little boat ride in the harbor with all the lights? Was it your first time?
No, I've been in the harbor before, and we've had a couple boat rides. But
He's been out with me a lot.
That's what I was saying. That's how I got over here, huh? Just
Hey, bro,
through San Diego.
Sometimes you gotta go when you gotta go.
Yeah.
So it was a really good time, man. We the night was really chill just because there wasn't a lot of boats out.
That's right.
Because we went last year and it was there was a lot more boats out there.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of crazy.
It looked like the border when you're trying to come over from TJ. It was
Was it mucho frío?
it was gnarly.
Was it cold?
Actually, it was cold, but this year we had a fully covered boat, so
Yeah,
Nice.
covered.
that was really nice, man. It made a big difference.
We needed you to counterbalance because Robert had us tilted on one side.
That's messed
Yeah,
up.
I had to go back and
That's
forth
messed up. Why you
sometimes.
picking on Robert for, man? I'm honestly, Robert and I one day we're gonna maybe we should have like a day where Robert and I, the big, huge, power team, go against some of the sponsored Our Life CBD guys, like a sumo match.
I want to see you two oil wrestle.
not like
or
a
mud wrestle.
Let's do it.
Robert, get a microphone. We can't hear you.
Put Carlos Sparza in a sumo suit, and I flew his herring, and then me and you don't have to.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
we don't have to
wish.
have one of the suit.
You guys wish your wives would divorce you for doing that.
Nah, I think Robert and I would prove a point. Like y'all talk stuff about
think
our
those
weight and
girls would
everything
knock
else,
you out.
and I think these guys will just get thrown out of the ring because I'm a pretty strong dude. You
Yeah,
know,
there's just more of you to love. I already know
No,
this.
unfortunately, you can't do any takedowns, single legs on a sumo match. You got to really toss my ass out.
Apparently, I can't run up the stairs either.
But anyway, so how's
pre-workout?
So Sean, how's Our Life CBD going right now? I mean,
Oh, really good, man.
talk about it all the time.
We were actually at Rock LA too. Robert was there also.
Oh, tell us about the
on
Rock
Friday.
LA party.
That
Robert,
was
bring
awesome,
up a
man.
picture.
I think we went to Rock LA. We actually saw Carla there too. Zeta was there. Troop. All the guys over there, Rock LA, are awesome, man.
It's a party, right?
Yeah,
Downtown
it was really
LA.
Cool. Yep, downtown LA. It was really. They had a really good spread, good food. It
Bitch
was
in
nice.
place.
Yeah, it was bitch in place.
There's
Everything
hidden
was nice,
rooms.
man.
You push a button and a wall spins.
So this Rock Out is it more of like a charity event or was it more just?
No, it was. I think it was their Christmas party.
Oh, okay.
It's Christmas time.
Wow.
Robotic Outpatient Center, L.A., Los Angeles.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, maybe you had patients there that that wanted to meet the.
They have the highest concentration of stem cells in that building,
Nice.
more than any other medical facility in California.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
sweet.
They're fully equipped and ready to go. And at the parties that they throw, Dustin, our homeboy there, man, just crazy stuff.
So
Love that stuff.
So besides
Albert Morales was there too.
Yeah,
what I'm
Albert,
about
of
to
course,
ask.
he's
That
the
guy's
Belizean.
awesome, man.
He's the Belizean warrior, dude.
Great
Nice.
guy.
Right?
Just a bunch of good people over there, man. It's nice.
Robert's gonna throw an orange at us, so make sure you have your hand out so you get hit in the face. Oh, I thought you were gonna tell us about vitamin C, so you don't get scurvy like you did in Hawaii.
it's so terrible.
He doesn't know what scurvy is.
But speaking about Hawaii, I know. I don't want to bring this too quick, but I noticed we noticed that one of your Our
Fights.
Life CBD fighters was
Yeah.
on that card, right in Hawaii.
Right? That's right.
Chaden. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lealoa,
Yep.
that's a pretty cool one, man.
So you get people. Our Life CBD. Honestly, we talk about them on the show a lot. They're one of our huge sponsors. Great product, but at the same time, they sponsor a lot of your up and coming fighters.
And fighters that are established.
And established too. And like I said, I think it was this past weekend that he had one of these guys sponsoring Our Life CBD. You mentioned the name again. What's the name again?
Chaden.
Yeah, so just check them out and check out, like I said, check out Our Life CBD and check out all their product. It's pretty damn great. I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, I got some of this cream and it's pretty.
What did you use the cream on, Joe? Tell us.
Well, first I didn't realize that when that stuff is on you, it's on you. Like I mean, I put some on like a joint and didn't realize I forgot to wash my hands,
You rubbed
and
your
I decided
eye?
to rub my nose.
Oh.
And that shit, woo! Talking about having a bump seizure, whoa!
I'm glad you didn't rub your privates.
Well, that would probably wake that up. It's been a while,
Yeah,
Been a while.
he's married. He can't been that long
Yeah.
since he played patty cake. This guy.
So, besides, okay, now we got the holidays coming up. Tomorrow is, of course, Christmas Eve, and
That's the day I celebrate.
Now, I mean, I know a lot of people do a little different holidays. Like my wife is not used to doing the Christmas Eve at night. And a lot of people that are in the Latin culture, even like I guess the Catholic culture. I guess the Catholics, they do a lot of the Christmas Eve stuff at night with the parties, eating the goat, open the present, everybody's getting drunk.
Is goat a thing?
A lot of parties I went to in the past, a lot of the Latino parties, a lot of them cooked goat at night.
Oh, I didn't know
and
that.
They bury it and they bring it out and they're cooking it.
I'm
and
not
they're
a
eating it.
fan of goat. Like,
Oh,
I'll
it's
eat
so
it if I
good.
have to, but I'm not,
You're missing out, bro.
Really?
Yeah,
Good
goats.
stuff, man.
It's
You
good
like
stuff.
goat, Sean?
Yes, sir.
So I guess a lot of like
yeah, the Chivo.
yeah, there you go, and a lot of the Spanish speaking, even Filipino families, they do a lot of their Christmas stuff at nighttime.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people would do it during next day of actual Christmas, and that's what I do.
Oh no, I'm a Christmas Eve guy. I got to bust that stuff open.
Oh,
I
really?
don't like to wait.
Really?
No, I don't. By the time Christmas comes, it's over.
So here we go. Here's the
There it is. Bellator USO salute to the troops. Barnett versus Marquez, December 20th. Take it, Joey Davis versus Chris Cisneros.
well.
Excuse me.
Well, I think we're watching some of the highlights earlier today.
Yep.
Pretty crazy. I mean, Joey was just
Dominant
in that whole fight. I mean,
round one.
I mean, that's all I can tell you.
Yep, out of control.
And just a straight punch and just done,
Yep.
son.
I loved it. That was a really quick one though.
Did you see? What about
Taiwan Claxton versus Braden Akeo. Now Braden's a Hawaiian boy that looked really good for him in his home state. I always hope for the best, but Taiwan came out and was unanimous. He was dominant throughout that fight. Braden looked good, but just didn't have it together. Obviously, that unanimous decision went to Taiwan for a reason.
Yeah.
So back to the drawing board. Live and learn. Step back up, Braden. We want to see you fight again. The next one, man, the girls, Alejandro Lara versus Vita Arteaga.
and that one? That was a great fight. I mean, that fight was back and forth. It was just like almost like a bloody mess kind of,
Right.
and it was just nuts. And that fight deserved to go all the way to decision because to see a great fight like that, you don't want it to end right away. You wanted to see people just
And that's what
beat
it was,
the living
dude.
crap out of each other. And like I said, it went to decision, and it is what it is, And it was a bloody fight.
I expected better from Vita. But Alejandra, man, she was dominant, and she was throwing spinning back fists, elbows,
Everything you think of.
Yeah, it was an interesting thing that she was pulling things off. That if Arteaga would just moved a little bit, it just didn't seem like the footwork wasn't there.
Yep.
So she was able to land things that were unorthodox and probably not even well set up, and just dominated the hell out of her.
Yeah, and of course the next fight, that one.
Toby Misek
jeez.
versus Eric Perez.
I think the guy just couldn't even. I don't think he sweat.
It's 54 seconds.
It was just done, son. Like I was sitting there just looking at my phone, and I look up, and I'm like, this fight's over already.
Let me tell you about Toby. Toby coming from Hawaii, flying the flag. Eric Perez, I think, was a little confident coming out. He's feeling it out, and before he even knew what happened, Toby really filled that gap. He stepped forward, he closed the gap. He threw the heavy punches and put him on his back.
And then went on his back. He went in for a couple of more.
Yep, even more. But
Like
yeah,
he
he was already
bounced his head.
out. He was really already out.
I mean, he was already out. And then you see, and I get it. You're trained as a fighter. Once the guy goes down, you have to stop when the ref gets in the middle.
But if you don't, he might get back up.
He might, yeah, and I get it, But the way he went out, he could tell he was out. But I think he wanted to make sure he was done.
Well, we have the vantage point of television.
Yeah.
When you put someone on their back like that, people do get back up.
Yeah.
And then there is a fight that, happened on the undercard where that happened, actually. Someone got knocked down and they came back up. So Toby did the right thing.
Yeah.
Followed through, and it's his job. You got to.
No, and I'm not saying what he did was wrong. I'm saying, if you keep going to that ref,
You're trying to say it's brutal.
But I would keep going to that ref, gets in between me, and say, all right, done. All right, cool. He's out.
What a huge deal for Toby Misek to do this in Hawaii.
Yeah. Too Quick is also an Iridium guy. So that's always a good thing, too.
Right? That's cool, yeah. Shout out to all the Iridium guys, that's for sure.
And then again, Eric Perez, I mean, that's a real good guy. I mean,
that's a tough guy to beat.
I mean, he's been, how many UFC fights does he have? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 UFC fights, 2 combate fights. I mean, he beat Francisco Rivera.
That's a huge feat in itself.
Yeah, I mean, stand with Cisco is pretty nuts because that guy cracks hard. So, I mean, it's kind of weird because he was on a 3-fight win streak in UFC and then left. I don't know if he got cut or what, but 3-fight win streak, not lose streak, win streak, and then he went to combates. So, and now Toby gets that fight and he puts him away.
It has to be just timing, right? He closed the distance, stepped in, and laid the heavy punches, right?
I mean, think about it. What's his nickname? Too Quick.
Yeah.
And that shit was quick.
That was quick.
Yeah.
That was freaking beautiful. I mean, it was just
Bop bop.
good night. Go Mimis.
Mimis.
But real quick, I got one of our viewers right now, Arturo. He was kind of upset too. He's like, "Where was my invite?"
When we have females,
He's out and bring food.
I'm limited to one heavyweight at a time.
And then he also did mention him and I live almost in the him and I live almost in the same area,
Yeah.
you know. So he's like, yeah, so I live further out than Joey, even trying to get here to come training. So he knows. He
You
knows.
two should go train together in the woods of Trabuco Canyon.
I mean, the high school is right there near where we live. So
You stop at Rosa's Cantina.
yeah, that one down the hill.
That's right.
Here we go. What's going on here?
Well, we should be talking about McFarland versus Jackson.
There we go.
Right?
Oh, yeah,
Elimale is the pride of Hawaii, so this is it, man. So when you look at the main card, we're starting at the top or the bottom, Robert? What would you like to
The
do?
bottom of, Zachary Zane.
Zachary Zane versus Nainoa Dung. Nainoa Dung. So Nainoa Dung fought a friend of ours here from this dojo, so we knew his name going in. We had really, really high hopes for Nainoa.
Yeah, and we did, and watching the highlights of that fight, for me, it was pretty back and forth, and of course, yeah, it went to decision. I get it.
It seemed like Zachary Zane was going to submit him very early. Put him
And
on the ground, dominant, but he was so slippery.
Slippery. And then you got to realize you're slippery, you're sweaty. Sometimes you throw some of this stuff on your body that when you sweat, it kind of comes out of your pores and it makes you like a little.
A little pineapple.
There you go, and you can't grab it.
But yeah, Nainoa is actually known to be elusive, as Robert was telling me, and people don't really get a hold of him in such a way that you can submit him. So he might be in a bad situation, but he's been in deep water a lot, so it's okay. He's comfortable there, and he gets out. So Zachary Zane did defeat him in the end with a unanimous decision because he stayed dominant in all positions. But, you know, Dung's a tough guy. What do you think, Robert?
I think it's now we're seeing these 18, 19-year-olds that have been training mixed martial arts since they started. Not I was a jiu-jitsu guy and then learned striking later. Now these kids are coming up right now that has it all. They've been training jiu-jitsu for 10 plus. They've been training boxing and kickboxing and all this stuff all together at the same time. So now you're going to see a lot of these kids that are well-rounded to the point where it really is one martial art to them. You know, mixed martial arts is just what they do. It's not something they piece together. I think Nainoa is one of those breeds. Same with John Paul Bosnian. That dude has been, you know, a amazing jiu-jitsu player for his entire life since 3 years old or whatever it was. Yeah. But he also had striking too along the way. So I mean, these kids that are 19, 20, 21, 22, they got it all now. It's fun to watch. You know?
And that's no bullshit. Just bring this quick subject up. You know, like this kid that we used to train back in the day. He studied judo, and then after that, he decided to become a wrestler. And so my brother and I, we did a lot of wrestling, but he had his judo training somewhere else. So putting that together and him wrestling through high school and then having him do our events, no gi, he was dominating like crazy because a lot of these guys, like, you're mixing wrestling with judo in a combo mix. That's just like mind blowing, especially the guy, the way he tossed and everything else. It was crazy.
You know me, dog. Me and my brother, dog.
Yeah, just say.
but I still think that that wrestling is a really great base.
Oh yeah.
Great base to start with, and when you're starting at a really young age, that seems to be the most successful when you can control where the fight wants to be.
Yeah, and parents, don't be afraid. Honestly, I know a lot of parents are like, "Oh, I'm not my kid." And honestly, you're not gonna deal with a lot of like I'm not trying to talk shit on football and everything else, but yeah, football, you head-to-head combat, it's gonna ruin the kid's head. Wrestling is a totally different story. And I think if you start off your kid young in wrestling and after that he wrestles for a while, then like I said, later on becomes a boxer and everything. If they want to become that cage fighter, wrestling is to put them in right away as a young age, and they'll learn all the basics. And then from there, go on moving to jiu-jitsu, to judo, and then boxing. And I think that's a great learning tool for these kids to start off really young. And that's true.
Yeah, I think the important part of the game is putting people on their back. So for people that do jiu-jitsu, a lot of times they're starting in neutral positions because you're learning. But wrestlers learn to put you on your back. Mm-hmm. And if you have that and then learn jiu-jitsu, you're so much more dominant than someone who can't actually get it to the ground.
It's crazy.
Absolutely. So moving on, we have Rafael Stotts. He defeated Shaden Lealoa, who's a Our Life CBD, what do you call it, sponsor? Athlete. There we go, an athlete. Our Life CBD sponsors Shaden Lealoa. Rafael Stotts came out strong. Do you remember this fight, Joe?
I watched some of it. I was getting our fans ready for our show. I got some of the highlights. But Shaden, now how'd you meet Sean? How'd you meet Shaden out there to have him actually be part of your Our Life CBD crew?
Through Iridium.
Okay.
Through Iridium Sports, Jacob Parga.
All right. And have you met the guy in person? I mean, talked to him?
I have not met him in person, but I definitely can't wait to go there and meet him in person.
So Rafael comes out. I mean, he is just a sharpshooter. You could tell it's a different type of fight for Jaden. I liked his style. This went the distance. Unanimous decision went to Rafael because he stayed dominant the entire time. Mm-hmm. They traded quite a bit, but Rafael won every round. There's no two ways about it. So, yeah, hats off to both of these gentlemen. Rafael with the win. Jaden, hope to see you back again. And then moving on to the brutal fight between the ladies, Juliana Velasquez versus Bruna Ellen.
That was an ugly one too. That was just what was the short girl? What was her name?
That's Bruna.
Yeah, Bruna. Yeah, she was like a little firecracker. Where
Right.
the homegirl was she was getting hit and she was just getting massive. Her face towards the end of the fight.
Yeah, she closed up her left eye.
Yeah, and she
Looked
was
like she might
just
have a broken orbital.
bloody mess. But yeah, that fight was brutal. It's like watching a sister fight, the little sister kicking the crap out of the big sister.
There was a size difference. Velasquez was taller, had more reach. It appeared to be. Bruna was tough to stand and bang with her, and went the distance.
Yeah, and plus she was short, but she was in there. She was like just. I mean,
Yep.
especially when they were inside,
Yep.
really close. I mean, she was getting all the punches in. Where of course, was Juliana. She was more like that. She was taller. She's trying to stand back more, trying to get the punches. And the only problem is, Bruna is trying to come in and just dominate inside. Yeah. And that's the whole bloody mess with her face towards the end of the fight, which is like, whoa.
I think Juliana had the distance advantage and used her distance to win the fight.
Yeah, that's the reason why. Yeah. I mean, if it was just, I was hoping, was it her name?
Bruna Ellen?
Bruna Ellen would have won that fight. It would have been awesome, but it is what it is.
Next up in the series for the belt, for the tournament, for, is it featherweight, Robert?
Yeah.
Featherweight tournament. So this is the second part of the Grand Prix. AJ McKee versus Derek Campos. And man, AJ McKee is turning it up. What do you think about that? I mean, because he's a local boy, so we've seen him come up, we've seen him fight for years. But at this level, sometimes you hit a brick wall or an obstacle or two, and you want to see someone come back for growth. This guy's coming out with obvious growth against somebody like Derek Campos, who's already established himself.
And many times I had to rewind that footage to see how he got that arm submission. I'm thinking I'm thinking
The triangle.
The triangle. I'm trying to look, and I'm like, oh, that's what it was. Because then from the camera angle, you really couldn't tell until you actually pay attention to the guy's legs, and you're like, okay, there it is. He's tapping out. I get it now. But yeah, I was trying to study that fight because I'm thinking, how did he win? I had to rewind at least a couple of times to I really not.
So I'm curious for producer Robert. I saw that he rolled from a top position into a bottom position. He slipped the arm across, which I could barely see, but yet we see here in the stats that it says arm triangle, but it was done with his legs.
It was corkscrew. Remember corkscrew?
Okay.
He corkscrewed into it.
Okay. So he rolled into it. The arm was in
Campos
place.
Scrambled.
Yes.
AJ shot too high on the back, trying to control the back, went over and just corkscrewed right into the triangle.
But he locked his legs down. Do we still call that an arm triangle? I'm just curious. Is this a terminology issue?
Oh,
That's why I was kind of confused about
Because
that.
arm triangle looks like everything else. You lock them up, but
I mean, I don't know. I would just call it a.
triangle.
I'm used to calling it a corkscrew.
And because licensed right, we can't watch that fight.
well,
right?
they have their own stuff. No, we can't watch it.
Okay,
But
okay.
people
Yeah.
look at that. Look at the style of AJ McKee, where he is dominant in lots of positions. They get slippery, they're sweaty, but AJ, it just remains calm, composed, and incredible at transitioning.
And that's one of the other young kids that grew up with a father that dominated the shit out of everybody with his wrestling skills and had boxing, but brought up AJ, and AJ's got all of it.
Yeah.
AJ's a fucking ninja.
The previous Bellator fight, he and his father Antonio fought on the same card here in Los Angeles at the Forum.
That is crazy.
Hats off to both of them. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't King of the Cage, but no, it was Bellator at the Forum. But AJ McKee, Antonio McKee, I mean, if you live in Southern California, if you don't know, if you haven't seen them fight, you probably haven't been to the fights, because Antonio's been around. AJ's coming up, and Knockout Promotions, something else in Long Beach. You got to get over there and check that out because the Tomorrow Stars are there fighting, and this is their promotion. But AJ is moving up in the tournament for the featherweight championship, moving on past Derek Campos. The heat is on now. Really want to see what happens with this. Darian Caldwell defeated Henry Corrales in the last one, so that may be the next matchup. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But
that was still round 1.
Okay.
So AJ's going on to the round 3 or whatever. Was that semifinals now?
Yep.
Caldwell
still has to.
Yeah.
Move
so
on.
there's 3 more fights, I think.
Okay.
Caldwell.
This tournament's amazing.
Yeah, actually. Yeah. It's gonna be. I mean, I could see AJ versus Caldwell fight.
That'd be very
I mean,
dynamic.
it's just way too hard to bet against Caldwell.
Yeah. But I don't know. AJ's.
Well, no, I'm talking about in the other part of the bracket, not to the finals. But I'm just
Okay.
saying right now, like on his side of the bracket,
Who's going to stop him? Who's going to stop that train from coming in?
I mean, that guy, just athletic, wrestles, and has a lot of tools. So
Yeah, his fight against Henry was a little overwhelming, tough to watch. Henry hung in there, but if that's what we can hope to see from Darian moving forward, and AJ, I don't know, it's going to be a war.
Yeah. Now, I want to give before we get to the
Get on it,
last
Joe.
fight.
Talk
I'd
about
like to get a quick shout out to some of our viewers out there. We have Mindy Hinojosa.
Mindy.
Love you, girl. Arturo, our buddy Arturo.
Arturo, you must sugar your own churro.
I got another little homies out there. My boy Bill, that I've known since I was in elementary.
You and Bill go back?
We go back. Bill's a crazy brother of mine that I've known since elementary, junior high, and high school, and he's a great dude, man. He's my brother for life. Another guy, Troy Everett, cool guy, cool cat that I worked with a while back, and we got Johnny Trevino. He's
Johnny
watching.
Trevino, the homeboy.
That's right. And once again, our show is sponsored by. We're gonna have new sponsors this year, but our show is sponsored by Our Life CBD. You like that, catch?
I closed my eye because I almost pulled an Adam Woods and just took it.
That study of Mr. Miyagi when he used to catch the flies with his chopstick. I noticed I was looking at it. That was pretty good, huh?
That's pretty good.
Hey, Our Life CBD, brother, believe me. Check them out. Go on their website.
Believe that.
Believe that. And
we do have some new sponsors already starting to line up.
Right on.
So we're gonna
Jim
run out of
Cassius.
space fast.
If you
It
want to
looks
be,
like we got a couple of people like Day by Day Jiu-Jitsu
Woo.
out in Hawaii. So we got a couple of Hawaii people that might be represented on our show.
And Robert also mentioned that we would like to start showcasing people's products on the show. So
Yes.
that'd be great. If you
don't
want
be
to
afraid to
sponsor.
send them in. My size, his size.
5X, 1X,
What about Robert?
6X, I don't know.
Sex.
You're such an asshole.
We also got James Dominguez from the Punchline.
Hey, James
So-
Dominguez
so
from the Punchline.
If you guys want to know about boxing and
Jeez.
you guys want to follow that, Kelly Pavlik, James Dominguez, one of the
They're
best
amazing
podcasts
people.
out for boxing.
They're the real deal.
You got a 3-time world champion.
Right.
You've got an amazing analyst and a guy with James that's been, U.S. like Army boxing champ and all kinds of.
bodybuilder, dude. He's really changed his physique.
Yeah.
In a matter of less than a year, he's turned into, just a bulky dude.
And if you can handle all types of comedy, James is a funny
I love that.
bastard.
Yeah.
He's got the best memes all the time. They're a little racy, but if you can handle it, man,
Whatever.
he's the best.
That's what I'm all about. I'm sometimes censored here, James, but I love your style, buddy.
Wow.
What? I'm floating air biscuits over here. You okay?
No, it's all good, brother. I'm listening to you. Well, once again, check out Our Life CBD.
From our life to yours.
Our Life to Yours is a great product. Believe me, I've tried everything except there's a lot of cool stuff that I've seen that I haven't tried yet. It was this big old jar, the glass jar it was like a clear coconut oil. I haven't tried that yet. So
You don't eat it, Joe. You can apply it to your body.
I know that.
Oh,
You
okay.
can eat it,
Just making
too.
You can eat it? Okay.
If you're hungry.
If you're hungry, little buddy, put
Our
it in
Life
your ice
CBD.
cream.
Ice cramp.
Yes. Anyways, moving
Anyway.
on. That was Bellator, and again, We have not talked about the main event, which was Hawaii's Princess, really, because she is the face of Bellator. She is just an amazing phenomenon that has happened in the sport. And Elimele McFarlane, pull it up again, Robert, if we can talk about that a little bit. If you haven't seen the fight, I recommend you watch it. A play-by-play coming from Joey or myself isn't going to play it justice because of how dominant she is. So she's really in a class of her own.
Yeah.
You know, what would you say about someone like Elimele McFarlane?
You know what? Say something about her. Even though it's Bellator, I mean, I would like to see her going to something like the UFC or some.
I think she's at home. I think she
you think
belongs where she
Bellator
is.
Home? Okay, Bellator's. I love. I'm not trying to dog out Bellator, and I get it. But she's, her fighting skills very phenomenal. She's.
I think they need to come to her. You think that there's anybody out there that wants to beat her? They need to come.
Oh
to
no,
her.
I don't think nobody's want to meet her. She's she's pretty tough.
Yeah, she actually fought our very own Gym Crasher, Maria Rios, back in the day.
Oh really?
Yep. So they were matched up together back in the day, and now Elimele continuing on with her career. Hope to see Maria back at it. I hear she's going to fight in Santa Fe, New Mexico, but that is just talk. I don't know exactly what's going to happen with that, but we were just out there talking with her. Our Life CBD, hooking up a sister. So we always wish her the best and hope that she comes home to California one day to be back on the show. But for now, Elimele moves on. She defeated Kate Jackson in a grand fashion. There was just almost no answers to everything that she did. Really. Just put the fight where she wanted, laser precision with her accuracy in her punches, and just proved what she is. She walked away with almost no damage done to her.
Nothing.
I mean, just looked as beautiful as ever.
So the only amazing thing about that fight for Kate Jackson, she didn't get submitted.
Yeah, or knocked out.
I mean, Ilima has some of the best jiu-jitsu training partners in the world.
And she mixes it up.
Boogie,
Yep.
Boogie was probably
She trains in San Diego.
was in her corner.
Yep.
But you got him and
Physically.
what's that other girl's name? The gorilla.
Pearl's over there too. Right?
Pearl's over there too.
Yep. Nora Mora.
What's the other girl's name? Liz Carmouche.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got that kind of training partners.
But Boogie's girl, Nora Mora's a badass, and she's competing at Subs on the Shore.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
No. Do we find it a lot harder for a lot of these fighters in the islands to come and make their name here in like from
The
Hawaii
islands
to,
are part of the states, bro.
No, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean.
Oh, really?
No, not really, because I mean,
well, a lot of these fighters that fight in Raw, I know we're in the United States, I get it, but I say the islands, like you people like in like Samoa or Hawaii, that trying to bring their name out here in the big mainland.
Well, Hawaii has all of the resources that California and Vegas do, and the reason I say that is because some of the top fighters are already there with their own gyms. So you have a lot of places you can mix it up, and Hawaii was first open to mixing it up before people in California were.
Yeah,
They were already putting it on the ground. They already knew that fights went there.
Yeah.
So they were already ahead of California in that regard.
Well, I'm trying to like bring up the subject, like here like the NFL's huge here,
Yeah.
and baseball's here, but like I say, if Hawaii ever had a professional NFL team or a baseball team, that would be impossible.
The thing with Hawaii is the fact that they have world champions in the highest level of that particular sport. That is our football, right? In a way, right? We don't per se have a state team, but we have Max Holloway, we have BJ Penn. You know what I mean? We've got we've got Russ, we got a bunch of guys out there. We got Louis Smoka, he's here now, but I mean, we still have
back in the day.
Yeah, we still have pride in everyone that comes out of there.
And a lot of people don't know that our producer Robert is from Hawaii, so that's why he's speaking about it right now. So
That's why he's a Polynesian panda.
he's a Polynesian panda.
Hawaii's got mixed sports teams. I mean, some of them Patriots fans, some of them Jacksonville Panthers. I'm not a football guy.
I wouldn't count Hawaii out for being able to put
But
together
for mixed
a real
martial
baseball
arts-
team, 'cause Japan's right there, dude.
Yeah.
We follow and we back our guys.
And totally respect that. That's what I mean. It's just like me throwing the question out, but maybe that same person like me might have the same question out there on our.
Well, I don't remember what Chemo's background is, but he sure was on early, right? With all those tribal tattoos for the UFC.
Well, I mean,
I know he's from here, but the name like Chemo, I'm going to assume he has some island relatives.
Yeah, like I said, he was a great fighter until whatever.
Well, you can't stay great forever.
Yeah.
And Hawaii fans are the best fans.
Oh yeah, no, they are.
Because we're not we're not too much of we're kind of like the what is that called like what's the word battered and beaten women. No matter how many times BJ Penn loses, we still wear his T-shirt. We still say he's the best
I'm
ever.
glad he went that direction. I was wondering where he was going with that. I was like, oh God, here we go.
No, I totally get it and totally respect that.
No, I got the question because it
Yeah.
seems detached from the mainland.
Yeah.
It's not an island like Puerto Rico where there aren't the resources. I don't know that fighters are coming out of Puerto Rico because there aren't dojos that are teaching boxing, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai.
Well, there was a point in time a lot of
Sambo.
boxers came out of Puerto Rico.
I get it. I get it. I know the boxers did, but the mix, we're talking about mixed martial arts. Hawaii was mixing it up before it was cool to mix it up.
Yeah. And a lot of people I had this argument with somebody last time because I was like, yeah, you live in the islands, but when you come to the mainland, but people think that, well, Hawaii is part of the United States, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. I get it. But I'm not trying to say like Hawaii is a totally different atmosphere.
No, but I get what you're saying, that they may not have exposure or availability because you live in Lake Forest and there's nobody in Lake Forest. You only have to drive 10 more miles to get it. Laguna Hills is right there.
Yeah.
I'll give you my timeline, okay? So 6 years old, karate class already.
Yes,
That's
me
when I
too.
started
Me too.
karate, right? Mm-hmm. In the backyard, in the summers, boxing lessons for my uncle. So that was already like 7 or 8. By the time I was 10, I was already doing judo. So, I mean, we've been doing all the multiple things.
Think about
like
the
when I'm
Japanese
young.
population in Hawaii, what Robert's saying. And then Robert's Japanese. I know he looks Hawaiian, but he's Japanese too.
And 14 is when I took my first jiu-jitsu lesson. So what's that, 26 years ago?
Yeah.
It's a long time, dude. I was eating enchiladas.
I mean, you just hop in the border.
Still do. Right? No, it's the truth though, and I know that they mix it up like that, and they had early because BJ Penn, man, he didn't just come out of nowhere. He came to the mainland for a specific purpose and proved it in a very short time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Then you got to also remember you had Judo fighters. You also had like Ensign and Egan Inoue back then.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in high school and I knew who those guys were. And we were lining up to watch videos and tapes of whatever we get our hands on when I was in high school. So that's in the 90s. So.
Well, you grew up in Santa Ana, and you bring up a valid question. So when was the first time that you were exposed to something called either Vale Tudo or mixed martial arts? Because I knew it as Vale Tudo. In Huntington Beach, we called it no holds barred. That's what it was in
Well, I mean,
early
it
90s.
was like when the first time UFC came on TV. That's when
I knew about it before that because again,
that's
in Huntington Beach, it was no holds barred.
Yeah, that's the
And
first
John
time.
was fighting in no holds barred, and John was going over the border. Was it 5 fights in one night? 5 fights in one night. MMA, no holds barred, Vale Tudo fighting.
But it's like the same thing. Like
Before they even called it MMA, there was no mixed martial arts at that time.
It's like the same thing. Like people around my area was all about boxing.
Well, I get it,
You're a
but-
boxer or you're a lucha libre. One of those luchador.
We're not very many miles apart, so I
No.
wasn't sure. Somebody had to have wrestled over there. No?
Oh,
There's a judo school in Westminster.
oh, that's
You don't know
Westminster.
shit.
That's Westminster, bro. Totally different city.
No, I know. I get it, but you don't leave your city?
Nah,
Come on.
not back
He doesn't
then.
leave his city now. He
Not
can't
back
find
then.
training in Lake
Not back
Forest.
then.
There's an empanada shop and no mixed martial arts.
Not
What do
back
you mean
then.
there's no training in Lake Forest? And we got friends out there.
Rain.
It's been closed a long time
Okay,
ago.
what about
I mean, like why the guy?
James Lightning,
The guy I used to know, Joker,
people
but
out
that was
there.
a different story right there. You know, It was-
Russ Mura, Adam Lynn,
Sub fighter.
the other guy, Adam Goes, Mission Viejo. That's not that far.
well, you tell him, hey, I got my boy
Rampage
Joey
Jackson,
If-
Mission
if,
Viejo,
If you
not
know
that
these guys,
far.
say, my guy Joey the Bull. You know,
Don't you know Rampage?
I don't know Rampage.
You didn't try to fight him back in the day?
You didn't-
I think we got that on video.
No.
Okay.
But you got
That
these
was another
hookups. Let them know, hey, I got my boy Joey the
Right.
Bull, Gym Crashers.
King
you
of
know,
the Streets is down there. Marco Huas, the guy
Shit.
that arguably put it together before anybody. Marco Huas,
yeah.
right? And started all those guys, even previous to Delo. You know?
Arturo's funny.
What did he say?
Arturo's comments.
He's a funny man. He lives out there in the woods. Tell us his comments.
Robert Hansi's right there, I think.
Robert, can you read Arturo's comments to us?
No, the first last one he put down was pretty damn funny.
I do Mexican judo. Do you know if I have a gun? Do you know if I have a knife? Do you know if I have 20 of my cousins behind me?
Funny guy. And he also mentioned it because I mentioned about my boy Bill. He said, I've been knowing John since I was in kindergarten too.
I love it.
Which is true. I remember John Delo telling me those stories when we used to drink back in the day at the bar, starting fights at the Sure Dogs with all these wannabe Raider fans.
Do you know why Mexico doesn't have an Olympic team? Because if you can run, jump, or swim, you're already here. These guys.
That's funny. That's funny.
Well, you know, just saying. Just saying.
So, we got 2020 coming up
2020,
pretty
your
soon.
vision should be clear.
Oh, geez.
I can see clearly now. No.
So, just in case, just in case something happens between here and then, do you have any New Year's resolutions that you're thinking about?
Well, I'd like to get better. I got to talk to the guys at Rock LA about my neck. We've talked about it with other doctors. They want to fuse my vertebrae together. I'm not going to do that. So stem cells are possible.
But your neck, but you're still training all the time. How are you training?
I'm not at that level. I do try to train and teach and do as much as I possibly can and never be out of the game.
Yeah.
But not at the level I was.
Oh, really?
I think I'm getting sick. Either that or your perfume's getting to me. You may not. Came more perfume again?
Hell
That
no.
on my nose?
Nuts.
It had me going there in this, but I always try to still maintain a level of being involved so that you don't lose what you've gained throughout those years. You never want to be away from the game because you do compartmentalize things and move on, and before you know it, it becomes difficult to be and do the things you've always done. So I still try to stay loose and do things as much as I possibly can without the pressure, because pressure puts damage on my neck, damage causes nerve issues, issues cause my arm to go numb. So I'd like to get past all that stuff, but not an uncommon thing in jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
I talk to people a lot. The black belt instructor at Gracie Baja Irvine, his name is Carlson Gracie.
And it's Jason Youssef.
Jason Youssef has come back from this, but he had the surgery.
Oh, man.
But then I've heard, was it cupping? Oh, he attributed it to cupping.
That cupping, you ever tried that?
I tried it a lot, man.
It's like having big old super hickeys all over your back.
It is. Are you sneezy too?
No, something just went up my nose.
Oh.
Sorry, folks. Over the camera.
Yep.
Well, my thing is this.
What's your resolution,
My
Joe?
resolution is get back in my keto diet 100% because ever since Thanksgiving, I really fucked up. Excuse my French, but I have. And my wife knows that. She gets on my ass about it because we trained hard in this whole keto diet.
Okay.
And because of the holidays, I slip and I've been cheating. She knows that.
You guys want to make a little challenge? Why don't we do a 30-day challenge without gummy bears? Jesus. It's all right. I'll eat it anyways. I know I was going to hit, so I closed my eyes. We're trying to do a 30-day challenge. You guys Let's try that again.
Used.
2-second rule.
That was good.
So much for a 30-day challenge. We're eating bullshit in the fucking show.
Hell.
Hey, shit, so fast he moved. Kind of like, for food, this motherfucker will do. We should have one of these up
In the bag.
you can run the stairs. Stop at one at the bottom.
You know what this shit looked like when you threw it to him? Let me show you again. Watch, show you.
Fake shot.
Joey looked like one of the seals at the fucking when you throw a fish. Hey, Joey, one more time.
Oh my God!
It hit my schnauz.
That was up his nose.
Wait, there it is.
Oh, good Lord.
No, but honestly, keto. I gotta get back into it.
Let's hear it.
My wife's.
Is this your resolution? You go and then I'll go, and then you guys need to talk about yourself too. I want to know what's up with
My
life.
wife's
Pre-admission.
message right now says, "Jose, what are you eating?"
Who's Jose?
Well, she calls me Jose because, and that's
on his birth certificate.
yeah. Thank you.
Oh,
My
I
real
thought that was pillow talk. Jose.
no, my real honestly, my real name is Jose Luis Hinojosa Jr.
She doesn't tell you, Jose, give me Jose B now.
She can't. She's got to be able to see the hose to
Oh.
say something like that.
Oh, babe, you can see my hose.
Come on.
That's messed up.
You gotta-
And no, but back to what I'm saying. I gotta get back into keto again because ever since Thanksgiving, it just I fell off the freaking.
I don't know how that's possible. She just ate turkey and dipped it in turkey.
No, but a lot of things you're not supposed to eat, and I kind of cheated.
What? So tell us about your weaknesses then, so other people can empathize with you. Pumpkin pie smothered in turkey.
Well, my weakness is French fries, potatoes. I love.
That's not
potatoes.
even part of Thanksgiving. French fries.
Oh, Thanksgiving. Okay, I thought you were talking about keto. Okay, Thanksgiving, mashed potatoes, Yams.
What did you cave in? Like, you saw the turkey and said, "I'm good, but I'm gonna cave in for those taters."
Yeah, and yams too.
Yams?
Oh, candy yams. Oh, with the marshmallows melted on top.
That's
oh,
your thing. You really lost it over that.
Oh, and no, but the problem is you're eating leftovers and you're getting
So
you're
what
doing
was
this.
for dessert on Thanksgiving? What'd you
You had banana cream pie, pumpkin pie.
You had all of them?
Cookies.
Couldn't go with just one?
No.
You had all of them.
The whole
Yeah.
pies are just a piece of each.
Did you feel
That's
guilty
not cute.
afterwards, or were you just going for it?
Weakness is food. What? Okay, anyway.
I just want to know what happened. So you started to eat.
No, I started. Honestly,
Are
after,
you unhappy because you eat, and you eat because you're unhappy?
No,
I'm just making sure.
no. I mean, I just gotta get back into the routine again. Is doing the whole keto diet.
Okay.
And that's I kind of after Thanksgiving I kind of fell off, and now I'm trying to get back into it again.
Okay.
And yeah, and that's my New Year's. And then on top of that, I want to start training again.
I think that's important, Joe. You don't want. I mean, yes, diet is 99% of it, but you need to still get in the gym and hang out and do what we do.
If we know some of these peeps you say in the area,
No, you're
say,
going to do
I
it here
got
with
Joey
us.
the Bull.
If you're going to get on the boat with us, we want to train with you too. You can't be training elsewhere. You can do that on your own time.
You know how far your damn
Come
gym
here.
is from where I live?
Okay, then come a half hour early. We'll put a half hour in before we get on the show. You
Jesus.
sweat it out. Here. At Della Ho Ho Ho.
Shot so high, can't laugh at that.
You should. I
Yeah.
got you.
You know,
You and Robert, actually, for that matter, because it's important. Let's do it. 2020. Sonny.
I can do it.
No money. Just do it.
I can do it.
Okay.
That's my New Year's resolution. Back to my keto, and then adding my training
And
into
put
it.
some kind of training into it, right?
Yeah, it's
And
gummy
no
bears
more
all over the
yams
place.
with marshmallows.
I love yams. Oh, grits.
But they don't serve that year round, so.
No, but see, the problem is I start cheating, and then after that, start eating the carbs again. That means I start eating like the.
I get it. You fell off the wagon. I
Yeah.
was trying to see what made you fall off the
But
wagon.
you
So,
can get back.
what was the ultimate thing that pushed you off the wagon? Potatoes,
Yeah, French fries.
French, but they don't have them at Thanksgiving.
No, I'm
You were
saying
off the
I'm
wagon
not
already.
fuck Thanksgiving. I'm talking about just everyday,
Daily basis.
daily basis,
But you were
bro.
on the wagon until
So do you
Thanksgiving,
eat
and then
French
you
fries
fell
every
off.
day?
Not every day. No, I want
other
weekends.
day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that face is a lie, bro.
Weekends.
That face
So,
is like,
do you
good.
trade
You look
off?
at your phone because you know your wife's going to call you.
No,
out right
she
now.
probably tell you the same thing too.
Is it tater tots one day, hash browns one day? Because that's all French fries in the end of the day.
No. I mean,
Don't freaking lie, okay?
no. I tell you. This is our meal plan all week. Okay, when I get home.
I don't want to know about your plan.
Well,
I want to know when you
what do you
fall
really
off the
do?
plan.
No, but the
How do you fuck the plan up?
the weekends I do fuck up. There you go. Weekdays I'm okay.
So weekend, what do you do on the weekend?
Weekends because my Fridays is we go out to go eat.
It's the Hinojosa heyday.
Yeah, pretty much. And I say, oh, this will be my cheat day, and I won't cheat on Saturday. And what I do is I cheat on Saturday.
Hometown buffet.
I don't do hometown buffet. I used to back then. It used to be bomb back in the day, bro.
Ain't nothing good about that.
I love hometown.
That's caca.
But anyway, no. Friday would be my cheat day. Well, that means I eat anything I want. Then Saturday I'd be like, okay, I'm a good boy. And the next thing you know, I fall. Like fuck.
Because you blew it Friday, might as well blow it Saturday.
Yeah.
Sunday too.
Yeah.
So that's
pretty
your
much.
weekly battle?
My weekends are my weekly battle. Honestly, weekdays no problem. I can do keto all week, but when it comes to weekends, that's where I f up.
Okay. Well, we need to get you busy, buddy. We care about you. We want nothing to happen.
Yeah.
Your ankles look like they're going to explode.
Okay, now enough about that.
Robert, resolutions.
My
Not
wife says
yet?
I lie.
We
wanna do that next week?
Yeah, next week.
Oh yeah, hey, John says hi. Hey boys, John's actually watching our show.
John Della O.
Damn, that's a big honor.
His ears
right.
must have been ringing.
Hey, we said John Della Ho Ho Ho. The time of year.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. See, my wife knows I cheat Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. She
You're a
knows that.
cheater.
See,
I
She
can tell
allows
you're
it?
a cheater.
no, she doesn't. She looks out for me, but she's not going to tell me stop.
Oh, I've had that done to me, and it makes me want to eat more.
But she gets on my ass, and I regret it. It's my fault, and I fuck up, and I get all pissy. And,
Okay, so what gets you back on track? Just for the viewers to know, what gets a big boy back on track? Monday morning, how you do it? You got a cleanser? You got prune juice? What are you doing?
On Monday mornings, I eat what do you call these keto bars, and then for lunch, my wife she always asks if I want a salad, and I should say yes, I want a salad for lunch.
You eat it, but it does nothing for you.
No, it does. Honestly, when I was in this keto diet, the salad alone with a little bit of like chicken or something into it, or some type of
You were good
protein,
to go?
it would get me full. Honestly, I'm full. And then when it comes dinner time usually it's always protein and vegetables. That means a steak, vegetables, chicken, vegetables.
I know what protein is. Gotcha.
Turkey meat, whatever.
Dead animal flesh. We got it.
So yeah, pretty much that's what it is.
Well, you got to get back on it, Joe. We believe in you, buddy.
Yeah,
We want to see you dancing and not crowing
of
for your
course.
breath. right?
Of course.
All right.
That's my New Year resolution, folks.
Well, I hope you follow
2020.
through. We'll get Robert and Sean's next week, but I know what theirs may be. Maybe similar. Maybe not. Maybe theirs has to do with money. They're both money grubbers.
See, my thing, I want, not to talk shit, but I want Robert and I to look like our pictures that we had like 10 years ago.
Yeah, they're not gold
I don't wanna
diggers.
look
They're
like I did 10
gold
years ago.
diggers. You were handsome 10 years ago. You hear me? You're gold diggers.
We're
not
handsome now,
gold
brother.
diggers.
You know, what are you talking about? Robert and I, we're a handsome couple of guys here.
You're the only two that are married in this room, so yeah, we'll give it to you. Right.
Right, Robert?
Two bears.
Shit, if I don't get my New Year's resolution right, I won't be married.
Oh, I wonder what that might be. So we're gonna. There's our cliffhanger. Will Robert pull it off? I don't know what it is, so hopefully so. I often worry about him. But Robert did take the trip on the boat yesterday and made things happen. So we did the Our Life CBD yacht tour of Newport Harbor for the Lights Cruise, and it was bomb. And it was funny. Telling jokes to Carla Esparza and Vince Pichel
And actually, Magno Almeida.
and Magno. I forgot Magno was there. Magno from Gracie over. Is it Checkmat? Gracie Checkmat?
Yeah, Gracie
Westminster?
Gym in Westminster.
It says Gracie Gym, but it's Checkmat.
We're checking on Gym.
Okay. I got you. I get confused sometimes,
That's
you
not
know.
affiliation.
Affiliate.
Right by
Okay.
the Ducks.
It's right by the library
rink.
where they have all those nice
Great family
books.
gym.
Nice.
You went from the library to Great Family Gym.
I think you went to the library. I didn't say nothing.
Robert lives at the library.
Yeah, right.
And he can't read.
Damn.
if they take pennies, then yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be there.
Make it
making a
hail,
hail.
yeah. What the hell?
Well, folks, we're coming at the time right now. Next on will be the Royal Ramble. With, of course, I'll be in the background, Joey the Bull Santana, with our lovely wrestling team that we have on the show. OCCW in the house.
Talk about it.
And Lucha Pro, they're in the house. What else? Catch me on my Instagram, Facebook, social media, Joey the Bull Santana.
Dondo the Gym Crasher and John Dondo on Facebook. Shout out to Adam According to Woods.
Yeah, he'll probably be here next week, I hope.
He does live here occasionally on Tuesday nights, so
So
we'll
we
see
can find
you
out
next Monday.
we'll find out his New Year's resolutions, Robert's and Sean's next week.
That's right. We'll talk about resolutions in the new year and stuff like that. But again, last show of the year next Monday, which is December the 30th.
Yeah, man.
Okay, we don't want to interrupt anybody's partying.
Yeah.
All
2020.
right. Thank you, Joe, for getting in on the show. Joey's here with us, whether he's on camera or off camera. He's always a friend, and we appreciate you very much.
Yeah. Just catch me every Tuesdays.
And I
outside.
appreciate his sensitivity and
Catch me
honesty
outside.
when it comes to everything from fighting Mike Tyson to fighting weight loss.
Fighting. I never said I was going to fight Mike. I
I
never
got
said
a
I
video.
He's
fought
a
Mike Tyson.
fighter. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Fighting his way up the stairs to get to the show. We appreciate that, buddy.
Those stairs are a motherfucker.
I'm going to get you
Tell
some
that.
oxygen just for that battle every week. It's all
All we gotta
good.
do is hold up a gummy bear at the top of the stairs.
Look at Sean.
And his ass will be up here quick.
Grinding him.
Anyway, folks, you have a great week and have a Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa,
Yes, Merry
Hanukkah.
Christmas.
What else? Who's
From
out?
Adam Woods, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Miliki Leaky Lock is how you say
Yeah,
it.
right. That's how Robert says it.
Yeah, brother. We'll see you next week. Gym Crashers, we're out of here.
We're out.
Boom, boom.
Peace.